Hello, I am Sureka Thorat. Here going to explain the structural analysis topic Clapeyron theorem, or we can say three moment theorem. Now, three moment theorem or Clapeyron theorem. Clapeyron theorem for continuous beam. For continuous beam like A, B and C. A, B, C having span L1, L2. Three moment theorem, it is a relation between bending moment, relation between bending moment of three successive support of continuous beam subjected to loading at various span in this, considering settlement or without settlement, the relation between the moment of successive support it is considering with the settlement or without settlement, with or without settlement. Okay, now we know determinant structure. Suppose beam AB, it is simply supported, B having hinge support and here is a roller. Suppose I am considering here it having one reaction at support A and B having two reaction. It means beam AB having three reaction. These three reaction we can solve with the help of equilibrium condition. Equilibrium condition we know that studied in the strength of material, that is f of x is equal to 0, f of y is equal to 0 and moment about any point is equal to 0. We can solve this beam with the help of three equation, but the continuous beam we can't solve with the help of these three equilibrium equation, because of why this reaction is more than 3. For example, above beam we are considering beam like here a roller support, there is a hinge support, or we can see here again roller support. It having 1, 2, 3 reaction, 4 reaction. Total reaction is 4 reaction. We can't solve this 4 reaction with the help of these 3 equilibrium condition, because 3 equilibrium condition, 3 equation, solve 3 unknown only. Now for this we are using compatibility equation. Compatibility equation, what's that say? The slope at B. Suppose slope at B like this, slope at B at both side towards the A and towards B. Slope at B theta BA and slope at B again we can say towards the C theta BC. We are considering compatibility equation, slope at B at both the side is equal. There is another fourth condition. Okay, we are using three equation and again compatibility equation to solve the three moment theorem, that is slope at B is equal to 0. Now suppose I am considering like this deflection diagram, like this beam A, now here B and C. In this slope tangent of, I am drawing here tangent of the slope. Okay, now tangent of this is a theta BA, now this is a theta BC, tangent of that slope, tangent of the elastic curve drawing here. And now deflection at point A, that is A1 to A dash, and deflection at point C, that is C1 to C2. Sorry, deflection at A, that is A1 to A2, and deflection at C, C1 to C2. Okay, there is a two deflection at A and B, and considering span L1 and here span L2. Now compatibility equation for the B, theta BA is equal to theta BC. Theta BA is equal to theta BC. With the help of this diagram, we know that slope at this or angle at this, that is a opposite side upon adjacent side. So we are considering theta BA, the A1 A2 divided by L1. Similarly, theta BC, that is a C1 C2 divided by L2, and we are equating this. We are equating this compatibility equation. With the help of this compatibility equation, to make the formula or equation for three moment theorem, like this: MA L1 plus twice MB L1 plus L2 plus MC L2 is equal to minus 6 A1 x1 upon L1 minus 6 A2 x2 upon L2. Now above beam we are divided into two parts, like this: beam AB and beam BC, two part, carrying different moment, carrying different load, any type of load. There may be UDL, there may be bearing load, there may be point load or number of load, or there may be moment also there. Now here, considering positive moment at the A, that is MA, and moment at B, that is MB. Here we also considering MB and MC. Always remember that we are considering the sign for this positive sign. This is a positive sign. Okay. Now, and bending moment for the pre-end beam, or bending moment due to pre-end, like this, with respect to load is there, and we are considering A1 is the area of that bending moment. Here is also we are drawing the moment diagram for this free end. Do not consider this MC and MB here, because this is a support moment. Don't consider. We are just assuming the load is only there. Load like W1, W2 is there, and with the help of this load we are drawing the diagram. Now considering area of that diagram, A2. Centroid. Now noting the centroid of bending moment diagram from point A, that is x1, and for the C, from point C, x2, that is from point C. There is a x2 centroid. For of this equation, A1 is the area of bending moment diagram free end due to free end, and this is area 2 bending moment diagram, or area of bending moment diagram due to free end, and x1 and x2 is a centroid area of bending moment diagram due to free end. Similarly, area of bending moment diagram due to free end. X1 centroid of left span from A, and x2 is centroid of right span from P. Okay, this is your equation L1 and L2, we know that is a span of AB and BC. MA is support moment at A. MB support moment at B. MC support moment at C. Okay. Now if the flexural rigidity is given like this: beam A, B, C is continuous beam with the flexural rigidity like I1 and I2 is given. I1 and I2 is different value of I1 and I2 is given, or directly we can E1, I1 also we can consider, no doubt. That is a flexural rigidity that is given. In this case, this equation, above equation become MA L1 upon I1 plus twice MB L1 upon I1 plus L2 upon I2 plus MC here L2 upon I2 is equal to minus 6A1 x1 upon L1 I1 minus 6 A2 x2 upon L2 I2, like this. This is equation 2. This is the basic equation 1. This is the basic equation. Okay. So different rigidity is there. In that case we can using this term. Now for example, we are considering problem here. Example. It's better to understand with the help of example. Suppose I am considering one example: beam A, B and C. A, B, C with carrying UDL 2 kilonewton per meter between span A and B. Again, same load I am considering at overhanging portion, that is 2 kilonewton per meter. 10 meter distance here and 3 meter. Now this is a continuous beam A, B and C, but here is a fixed support. At A is a fixed support. It means what? Moment at A is equal to, there is some value that is a present here. Moment at A present here, and we should calculate moment at A. Similarly, moment at B, we should calculate moment at B. Now first of all, solve the overhanging portion, that is a BC. Suppose I am breaking the beam into two parts, BC. Okay, now here BC 2 kilonewton per meter. Considering moment at B, like this, moment at B, we know the value of cantilever beam, same like this, minus WL square by 2. So minus 2 into 3 square by 2 is equal to minus 9 kilonewton meter. That is a moment at B. Okay, if the overhang portion is there, solve it separately. Don't draw the BMD, direct BMD to solve the equation. Now here, think about the A and B. A and B. This is A and B. Considering one dummy support A dash before the support A dash, and considering dummy length or span for this L1, and this is your L2 between A and B, and that is a 10 meter. Okay, now in this case this is a 2 kilonewton per meter. Considering this beam as a free end beam, for that the moment diagram for free end beam AB, that is a no moment, so it is a 0, and for A dash A, that is a 0, and for AB, considering parabolic moment WL square by 8. We know that is always act at the center because the load on the whole span. So it is a WL square by 8. We can write 2 into 10 square by 8 and is equal to 25 kilonewton meter moment at A. Now I am noting here x1 no value, area is 0. Then here x2 from side B, total distance is 10 meters, so 10 by 2, 5 meter is distance. Okay, area A2, area of the parabola 2 by 3 into B into H. Keep it in your mind. That is used in different subject also. 2 by 3 B into H. So 2 by 3 into 10 into height of this diagram 25. Value of that 166.67 kilonewton meter square. No need to write the unit, but for your understanding purpose. Now next step number 2. Suppose this is step number 1, where analyze the overhang portion, then calculate the x1 a1, similarly x2 a2. This is step number 1. In the step number 2, I am considering by using or by applying using Clapeyron theorem. Clapeyron theorem. Clapeyron theorem, or we can say three moment theorem. Moment theorem. Now MA dash L1 plus twice MB L1 plus L2 plus MC and L2 is equal to minus 6 A1 X1 divided by L1 minus 6 A2 X2 divided by L2. Now here L1, don't directly write L1 is equal to 0. First of all, you should know that I1 is infinity. I1 is infinity. So suppose I am taking L1 upon I1. L1 upon I1, L1 upon infinity is a 0. That's why this equation we should write like this. That is a correct way to write the equation, to understand the problem, to understand the concept also. Minus 6 A1 X1 upon I1 L1 minus 6 A2 X2 upon I2 L2. Now L1 upon I1, it is a 0. It is 0. So the another equation 0 plus twice MA, 0 plus L1 upon L2 upon I2 plus MC or MB is L2 upon I2 is equal to, there is also 0, minus 6 A2 X2 I2 L2. Okay, now I want to clear the one thing here. There is a because this support considering A, and name of this support is B. Now here I correct the point. Okay, now here we know L2 is equal to 10 meter. I2, there is a uniform, I am considering I2 is I. Here is I2, X2 already calculated, X1 already, X2 and A2 already calculated. MB we are calculated, that is a minus 9 kilonewton meter. Okay, put in the equation. Twice MA, 10 I minus 9, 10 upon I is equal to minus 6, and A1 is 166.67 into x2 is 5 meter divided by I into 10. I will get cancelled to here. So 20 MA minus minus plus 90 is equal to, write down the value. You have to calculate it properly with the help of calculator. Okay. Now MA is equal to minus 20.5 kilonewton meter. Okay, this is a moment at support A. Now step number 3, we have to draw the BMD. Draw the BMD or SFD. BMD or SFD.